Hello my dear friends, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to make this beautiful and simple crochet beanie hat for you. I made that for adult size, but you can make it for each size you want. That's very easy, and it's made by only 2 rounds for the body. And that's a bottom-up hat, and for this hat I used this yarn, Alize Midi. This is the information of the yarn. That's number 4 category. It has 100 centimeters in 100 grams, and 2 number of hooks. The first hook is 4.5 millimeters for the brim, and the second is 5.5 millimeters for the body. Okay, you can make this for each size you want. If you're ready, let's get started. Start the work with a smaller hook and make a slip knot, and then make 11 chains. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 and 11. These chains determine the height of your hat, so you can add or subtract some of these chains. And now start the first row of the brim with making 1 single crochet into the second chain. So skip the first chain and make 1 single crochet into the second. Again, 1 single crochet into the next chain, 1 single crochet into the next, and continue making single crochets into all chain across. Now at the end of row 1 I have 10 stitches in total. Make a chain and turn the work to start row 2 and make 1 single crochet under both loops of the first stitch. And now make 1 single crochet into the back loop of the next stitch, not under both loops. Okay, insert hook here into the back loop of the stitch, make 1 single crochet. Again, go to the back loop of the next stitch, make 1 single crochet into that, 1 single crochet into the back loop of the next, and repeat that work until the end of the row. And the last stitch should be worked under both loops of the last stitch of previous row, such as the first stitch. We should make the last and the first stitch in this way because we want to have a clean edge at both 2 sides. Now make a chain, turn the work, start row 3 with repeating row 2. Make 1 single crochet under both loops of the first stitch, 1 single crochet into the back loop of each of next 8 middle stitches. Continue until the end, and 1 single crochet under both loops of the last stitch. Row 3 is finished. Make a chain, turn the work, and again repeat this row. We should repeat row 2 several times by making 1 single crochet at the first and last stitch, normal single crochet, and 1 back loop only single crochet into the middle 8 stitches, and continue this row 2 several times until the length of this band or the length of this rectangle from here reaches the desired circumference for your head. Okay, and the number of these rows should be a multiple of 4 because of the pattern of the body of the hat. I will repeat this row 2, and then I'll come back. Okay, I made 64 rows of single crochets in total, and now the length of my ribbed band has reached the desired circumference for adult size, and I'm going to join these 2 edges together. So fold the band in half and put these 2 edges together and make a chain, and then insert the hook under both loops of the first stitch of last row and into the remaining loop of the first stitch of first row. And grab the yarn and pull it through and pull through this loop to create one slip stitch. Again, go under 2 loops of the next stitch from last row and into the remaining loop of front stitch from row 1. And make one slip stitch. Again, insert the hook here under these 2 loops and into the front loop from row 1 and join these 2 stitches together again with slip stitch and repeat that work and join other stitches from last row and row 1 in the same way until the end. Okay, our stitches are joined, and now turn the work and see this invisible join at the right side of the hat. And now my brim is ready, and I'm going to start the body of the hat around this edge. So remove the hook and start the body with a bigger hook, make a chain, and then make one single crochet into the joining space. Okay, and after that go at top of first row of the brim and make one single crochet under these 2 loops here. At top of first row of the brim, make one single crochet, then go at top of the second row here and make one single crochet into this gap at top of the second row. Again, one single crochet here at top of the third row under these 2 loops, not into this gap, not here. Insert the hook here and make one single crochet, then make one single crochet at top of next row into this gap and repeat these 2 stitches. One single crochet under these 2 loops at top of next row and one single crochet into this gap at top of the next row, and continue this sequence until the end. And at the end the number of stitches should be 64, similar to the number of the rows of the brim. Now I'm at the end of the first round of the body. Make one slip stitch at top of first stitch and start the second round with 2 chains, doesn't count as a stitch. And now I'm going to make 2 front post double crochet around the first stitch here. So yarn over, insert the hook around the post of the first stitch and grab the yarn, pull through 2 and pull through 2. This is the first front post double crochet. Again, yarn over, go around the same stitch here and make another front post double crochet. Okay, after that go around the second stitch of previous round and again make 2 front post double crochets here. 1, yarn over, go around the same stitch and 2. Okay, now I have 4 front post double crochets, and after these 2 stitches we should skip next 2 stitches of previous round, 1 and 2, and again repeat that work for next 2 stitches. Okay, so skip 1 and 2 and go around the next stitch and make 2 front post double crochets, 1 and 2. Again go around the next stitch and make 2 front post double crochets, 1 and 2. and then skip 1 and 2 stitches and repeat that work. After these 2 skipped stitches, make 2 front post double crochets around the post of the next stitch, 1 and 2. Again, 2 front post double crochets around the next stitch, 1 and 2. And then skip the next 2 stitches. This is the work. And we should repeat that work until the end of the round. Round 2 is finished, and this is my work at the end of this round. And after the last group, we should skip the last 2 stitches of previous round and make 1 slip stitch at top of the first double crochet, but not under 2 loops of that. Insert the hook here into the 3rd loop of the stitch behind the stitch. Okay, this is the front loop and this is the back loop. Ignore them and insert the hook here into this 3rd loop behind the stitch. So insert the hook into the 3rd loop behind the stitch here and make 1 slip stitch. Okay, and these 2 loops at top of the stitch are visible. Okay, now make a chain and 1 single crochet into the same loop, then go to the next stitch here into the 3rd loop of that behind the stitch here, not under these 2 loops. Make 1 single crochet. Again, 1 single crochet into the 3rd loop of the stitch, the next stitch, not under both loops of that. And again, 1 single crochet here into the 3rd loop of the next stitch and continue this work. We should skip all of these 2 loops at top of all stitches and work single crochets into the 3rd loop of the stitches until the end of the round. Okay, round 3 is finished and I'm going to make 1 slip stitch at top of first single crochet and then start round 4 with repeating round 2 of the body. Make 2 chains and after that make 2 double crochets front posts around the first stitch here, 1 and 2. Again, 2 front post double crochets around the second stitch, 1 and 2, and after that repeat skip next 2 stitches. Repeat that work. Go around the next stitch, make 2 double crochets front post here, 2 front post double crochets around the next, and again skip next 2 stitches and repeat that sequence until the end of the round. At the end of round 4, again skip the last 2 stitches of previous round and make 1 slip stitch into the 3rd loop of the first stitch and then make 1 chain and start next round, round 5, with repeating this round, round 3. And we should make 1 single crochet into the 3rd loop of the same stitch and then go to the 3rd loop of each of next stitches and make 1 single crochet into them and ignore all of these 2 loops at top of the stitches and continue that work until the end. And after that we should repeat these 2 rounds, round 3, round of single crochet into the 3rd loop, and round 4. These 2 rounds should be repeated several times until the height of the hat from the start of the ribbed band reaches the desired size for your hat, and after that We're going to make the crown of the hat by decreasing the number of the stitches in each round. I will repeat these 2 rounds several times and then I'll come back. Okay, I repeated round 3 and round 4 5 more times. And now the height of my hat from the start of the ribbed band has reached 18 centimeters. And I'm ready to start the crown of the hat. So make a chain and then make 1 single crochet into the 3rd loop of the 1st stitch into this loop, the same loop. Then go to the 3rd loop of the 2nd stitch here, make 1 single crochet into that. And now I'm going to decrease next 2 stitches together. So insert a hook into the 3rd loop of the next stitch and directly go to the 3rd loop of the next stitch. And now yarn over, pull through these 2 loops and then yarn over, pull through next 2 loops. That's a decrease single crochet over the 3rd and the 4th stitch of the 1st group. And repeat that work. Make 1 single crochet into the 3rd loop of next 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and then decrease next 2 stitches together. Insert hook into the 3rd loop of next and the next stitch. And then yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. One more time. 1 single crochet here into the 3rd loop of the next stitch. 1 single crochet here into the 3rd loop of the 2nd stitch of next group of 4 stitches, and then decrease next 2 stitches together with inserting the hook into the 3rd loop of both of them, and then yarn over, pull through 2 loops and yarn over, pull through last 2 loops, and continue that work until the end of the round. Okay, at the end make 1 slip stitch into the 1st single crochet, make 2 chains and start next round with making 1 front post double crochet around the 1st stitch, only 1 front post, and then make 2 front post double crochets around the next stitch here, 1 and 2. And after that skip the next stitch. Okay, again go to the next stitch. After this skipped stitch, make 1 front post double crochet around the post of that, only 1, then go to the next stitch and make 2 front post double crochets around that, 1 and 2, and then skip the 3rd stitch. And this sequence should be repeated. Make 1 front post double crochet around the 1st single crochet of next group, 2 front post double crochets around the 2nd single crochet, 1 and 2, and then skip the 3rd single crochet of the previous round, and continue this sequence until the end of the round. Okay, at the end make 1 slip stitch into the 3rd loop of the 1st front post double crochet and start the next round with 1 chain and make 1 single crochet into the same stitch, and after that decrease next 2 stitches together. Insert a hook into the 3rd loop of next and into the 3rd loop of the next stitch, and then yarn over, pull through and yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. Again make 1 single crochet into the 3rd loop of the 1st stitch of these 3 stitches, and then decrease the 2nd and the 3rd stitch together, 1 more time, 1 single crochet into the 3rd loop of the 1st stitch of next group, and decrease the 2nd and the 3rd stitch of this group together, and these 2 stitches should be repeated until the end of the round. Okay, At the end, make 1 slip stitch into the first single crochet and start the next round again with 2 chains, and then make 2 front post double crochets around the same stitch, the first stitch, 1 and 2. Okay, then skip the next stitch. Again, go around the next stitch, make 2 front post double crochets here, 1 and 2. Then skip the next stitch. One more time, make 2 front posts around the next, 1 and 2, and then skip the next stitch and continue until the end. At the end, make 1 slip stitch into the 3rd loop of first front post double crochet and make a chain, and then make 1 decrease single crochet over first 2 stitches into the 3rd loop of them. Again, insert a hook into the 3rd loop of each of next 2 stitches and decrease them together. Again, 1 decrease single crochet over next 2 stitches, and continue that work until the end of the round. And the last round is finished. Make 1 slip stitch into the first stitch, the first decrease single crochet. Okay, and now we're going to close this hole with the tail. So make a chain and cut the yarn, leaving a long tail. Pull this yarn, and with a tapestry needle, weave in the tail through the front loop of each stitch of last round. Okay, insert a hook into the front loop of first stitch, then go to the front loop of the next and the next, and continue that work and pull the yarn. Again, insert the hook into the front loop of each stitch until the end of the round and pull the yarn. Now, pull this yarn tightly to close the hole completely, and after that, grab the yarn to the wrong side of the hat, turn the work, and make some stitches to secure the hole. Repeat that work. And then make a tie. And cut the yarn. And now this is our work at the end. You can attach a pom-pom at top of the hat. And this is the beautiful and super easy crochet beanie hat. I hope you like that and make a beanie and enjoy that. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Have a nice day.